Cheer. What's good to the people, man? What's really hood out there? Y'all already know, man. It's the PGE. Definitely back for another one. And with that being said, salute to all my peoples, man. Y'all already know, man, but we don't get this started. We got some interesting things to talk about today. Yes, we do. We got some interesting things to talk about. But with that being said, man, let's get this thing started. Y'all already know how I do, man. Salute you, man. Yes, sir.
Stop telling your visions to other people, because they're not going to see it. Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you. He puts it in your imagination, man. See, God is
They know. Nothing less, man. Just the PGE. Sound nice, man. We in order. Smooth, you know what I'm saying? I like that. What it do to the peoples, man. Yo, what's good, man? What's really good, man? We got some brand new news today, man. I'm just like, hey, yo, what's really good with it, man? Salute to all y'all, man. Obviously we back for another Ivy League type podcast, you know what I'm saying? This is what we do out here. Hopefully my mic is coming through nice and smooth. I ain't even do a check on it. I just want to say, man, I got it. And most of the time when I do that, I probably don't. But it is what it is, though, man. So, man, what's good with y'all today, man? Just want to know how the people is feeling. You know what I'm saying? As always, I hope there's positivity out there. I hope everybody's good. Had a positive day. Excuse me while I get myself navigated, you know what I'm saying? I keep everything in a positive position. Yes, sir. Well balanced. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the topic of the day, obviously, I think y'all know what time it is, man. My guy, Skip Bayless, man. My freaking guy, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do rock with Skip Bayless. Just keep it 1,000 out. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people hate on Skip, but life is balanced. So at the end of the day, you're gonna always need a little bit of negativity in order to create your positivity. You know what I'm saying? And I think Skip just played that role. You know what I'm saying? He played that awesome role of being the bad guy, which helped a lot of people careers out. You know, a lot of people got different opinions on Skip. Me personally, I've never had a super duper negative reaction towards Skip. I just always understood that he liked to play with the lines a little bit. That's what Skip does, you know what I'm saying? Obviously because he's white, it's gonna come off a little bit crazy. So, at the end of the day, it's all good. I do feel bad though for him to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, everything has to come to an end, right? Nothing in this world lasts forever. Let's keep it 1,000. Am I gonna come out here and crack jokes on him? Nah, I'm not gonna crack jokes on him. I'm gonna be realistic about my guy Bayless. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna crack no jokes or anything like that. I think he had a good run. He's the one that started that whole debate format. I think the run did what it had to do, and basically we're transferring into a new era. You know, and to be honest with you, I think the only thing that's hampering Skip to a certain degree is just age. At the end of the day, yeah, we may all say he pulled a couple bad moves and things of that nature, but I just don't think he is spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? And because of the fact that he's not a spring chicken, you understand, it's not that simple for him to stay up to date with everything that's going on in terms of the media world. Let's keep it 1,000. He's old school. He's used to the old school format and the work and the competition that, he requires. Meaning, Skip is a high maintenance dude. He's leveled up. And I just think, he's not too built for the competition at this point in time. And when I say that, like I said, everything is going virtual. So he got to keep up with the podcast. He got to keep up with the tweeting. He got to keep up with the Instagrams and whatever else is coming in the future and whatnot and whatnot. You understand? So I didn't transfer that. That's crazy. All right, I transferred it now, though. So with that being said, what I wanted to do was just listen to a couple of the pundits, just see how the people react into the situation. Because I'm curious, and if I got to drop a little one too, I drop my little one too. Yeah, we'll start with Stephen A. We getting bits and pieces, though. Let's see how.
The Bay Area influencing his decision to make such a move. And he made sure to add, or at least the news reports made sure to add, that indeed he's going to be donating about $45 million to a super PAC in support of Donald Trump becoming the next president of the United States, the 47th president of the United States.
I don't think that's it. Let me skip through.
And we've got to not engaging in ageism here. Talked about the insult.
And another thing with Stephen A. too, this is what I wanted to get into. If you do notice, he's getting into a lot of politics. So I did ask the question to Stephen A. next. You know what I'm saying? This contract is up. There's certain things that he got to make happen. And he also got to make sure he can keep up too. I'm not going to lie to you, y'all. This new media space, you know what I'm saying? You need some fresh legs for it, man. Need some fresh legs for it, bro. Because especially if you're doing it the way he doing it. You're doing it digitally, and then also you're doing it basically, through regular TV, so to speak. You understand? So it's gonna be a little bit difficult. My fault. I didn't pull this up prior. I apologize.
When she talked about her family being abortion, drug games played during the NBA Summer League games, and how composed he is. You go to prizepicks.com and co-host Skip and the action. So how do I satisfy that Cash App? There are a lot of things in life. Off your wish list, like watching your favorite team win. It was iHeartRadio. It was reported yesterday by the
All right, Jay, here we go.
New York Post that my former ESPN colleague, my friend Skip Bayless, will be leaving FS1's Undisputed at the end of the summer. Skip has been with FS1 since 2016 after spending 12 years at ESPN. He arrived at FS1 to co-host Skip and Shannon's Undisputed, a debate show with Pro Football Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, who left the show last summer to join First Take. Various co-hosts include Rachel Nichols, Paul Pierce, Richard Sherman, Keyshawn Johnson, and Michael Irvin. They've sat alongside Skip Bayless since Shannon left. But as the reports have said, they've had some rating struggles. I'm not about to get into that. I'm not going to play that game. Skip Bayless and
I respect him. Appreciate him for not doing that. That means a lot to me. The ratings. Like I said, you know, you got the huge influx of these media machines out here. You understand that? It makes it very difficult. Which is why I understand why my situation is difficult. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. You just got to keep on working. You know what I'm saying? Because people got a lot to choose from. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of ratings, for me to respond to that is that, yeah, the ratings were going down. They definitely were. However, I thought it was a good show, meaning that they stayed balanced. He tried to get Paul Pierce to hop into that same situation that he had Shannon Sharpe in terms of, you know, getting dressed up and whatnot. Would I say that it was working? Nah, but, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's a show. You know what I mean? You want to put on a show. It is what it is. All right, so obviously he's not going to get nasty, but let's see where he goes with it.
I have not spoken in a long time. He's on that side of the fence. I'm on this side of the fence. But as I've stated on many occasions, as I've stated months ago to Dan Le Batard, in response to Dan Le Batard and something that he had said in terms of me wanting to destroy Skip Bayless, he ultimately retracted that statement in fairness to him. I don't root against my colleagues and contemporaries, and certainly not my friends. I just root for me to be more successful. Being on First Take and wanting to be number one doesn't mean I wanted Skip Bayless to fail. Doesn't mean that I want to see him out of the business and out of the profession. And with the news coming down that he's departing from FS1, I have not called him. I'm not going to. Because I know what this moment must be like for him. They can put out all the stories that they want to. Skip Bayless has a boatload of energy, and Skip Bayless doesn't want to walk away from anything. He lives, eats, and breathes sports.
Okay, that's the point that I was trying to get to also. I'm trying to figure it out. So basically it looks like Skip got fired. That's how they putting it. I realize a lot of people putting it that way. Because personally, I don't think Skip will walk away. It's a tough one, y'all. It's a tough one. Something has to replace the show. We're going to have to see how they replace him. It's a changing of the guards, man. I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't know how to look at this one. This one is a little bit different to me. I might have to do another video on this because, you know, I might feel another way in a couple of days, you know?
I don't know anything. I haven't called and asked anybody anything. What I know is that there is no way on earth that I can imagine him walking away. And I was watching some folks talk the other day, and including Marcellus Wiley, our former colleague at ESPN, and he had mixed emotions because obviously he likes Skip, but doesn't like Skip's trolling tendencies throughout the years.
But that's what Skip do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the success of all of y'all is because he was able to accomplish that. He was able to succeed in that. You know, people just Skip is really just that dude that ruffled the feathers, bro. He plays devil's advocate. And you need somebody like that. You can't just sit there and everybody agree, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially within a debate. It doesn't make any sense. So Skip, the reason why half of these dudes were so successful is because he was willing to do things that other people weren't. Cross lines that other people weren't. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it's going to affect whoever, however, whenever. But his contribution is all I'm saying. His contribution with his acts, granted, they may have rubbed people the wrong way. He created the debate field. You know, you can't have two boxers walk into the ring, shake hands, hug, and then walk out the ring and just say, all right, well, we both won. It just don't work that way. And I guess sometimes the antagonist gets that negative exposure, so to be. And why I respect him is because he don't give a shit. You know, he's willing to hold down that role. Salute to him for that, bro. Because Stephen A's complete success is because of that. You know what I'm saying? And even Stephen A would admit that. Let's keep it 1,000. And a lot of successes that came after Skip. You understand? He gave a lot of minorities an opportunity. If Skip wanted, he could have been sitting on his platform surrounded by a whole bunch of white dudes. You know what I'm saying? And even if you say, oh, he got them there because it sells, well, then you're making my point. You know what I'm saying? You're making my point.
But Skip was always nice to him. He's fond of Skip, etc., etc. So he had mixed emotions. There were others who expressed the same thing. For me, it's sadness. Because I can't imagine that this is a happy time for him. There's a lot of positive things going on in my career and the place that I'm in. Skip Bayless has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that one right there, man. I ain't going to go through the flux of this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no funeral. I don't believe Skip is over. At the end of the day, Skip did what he had to do. He's 70-something years old. I mean, if you mad at him, you mad at yourself, bro. I'm being honest with y'all, man. This motherfucker right here, I ain't gonna lie, man. With all due respect, Skip is the GOAT of that media shit, bro. That debate media, he is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Let me tap into my boy Gilbert, man. I speak to Gilbert, man. I be trying to get some work done with Gilbert. He be so busy, he only respond every so often. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Y'all pray for me, man.
So we've been doing TV and all that stuff before, so I reached back out to try to get back on Fox, right? I was told that Skip personally declined.
Skip Bayless personally declined Kenya Martin from coming.
For me to be back on the show. Because I used to do the show regularly. Right, when him and Shannon was doing Undisputed, I was on the show like a few times.
Damn.
And I was told that he personally declined.
That's probably not the information they needed to convey, but
Huh?
so that's probably not the information. They could have just been like, no, we can't do it right now, Kmart or something. Not.
Yo, Gilbert is the most chill fucking nigga I know, bro. Seriously, bro. Yo, Gilbert, no, that's one motherfucker that know how to move, bro. I feel you, bro. Seriously.
Personally, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, I found it hilarious though. No, I didn't take no, it was whatever.
Yeah.
It was I used to Friday ass nights to be on there, you know that.
Hey, trust me, I've been personally denied numerous times.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Some of those shows is coming back, and I'm doing them with a smile.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
I know you need me now, bitch.
Yeah,
Hey.
so I'm here. Hey. Now.
And that's why I fuck with Gilbert, man. That nigga don't hold no grudges, bro. Unless he has to. You know what I'm saying? Skip.
Obviously, Stephen A. and Skip worked together for a long time. First take. Would you want to see Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless reunion?
Hell no, that ain't happening.
No. Brandon?
I wouldn't To be honest with you, bro, both them dudes they're headed out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stephen A. gotta be careful because just with Skip leaving, you know what I'm saying? You never know how that shit is gonna trickle down. Even though, I mean, Stephen A. You already see he lining up for that. That's why he's doing all of this politics nonsense. Because Stephen A. he making sure he has a back door. You know what I'm saying? So you know, even Stephen A. see the lines. Because with you gotta understand something, right? With the fact that First Take possibly won't have a competitor, you understand what I'm trying to say? Could become a problem. Because what could have been keeping First Take at number one could have been Undisputed. So you remove Undisputed, you understand, First Take has no competition. So what that could open a floodgate for is a bunch of people just leaking away from First Take because they're going to find something else. Because most people watch both First Take and Undisputed. It's just the true people who choose, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people that probably just look at it just because they choose not to look at Undisputed. You understand? But once there's no competition, you ain't got nobody to compete with. You got to be careful. Just because you're the only one, somebody else's, that fan base is going to go somewhere. All right? And that fan base could become a virus to somebody new and create a whole brand new outlook, which would put, First Take in a very, very peculiar position. So, you got to be careful with these type of things. All I could do is sit back and watch, though. But Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith reunion, not possible, my guy.
It was funny. It was quality television. It was entertainment. It was for TV. I mean, for that.
I don't think that shit can be repaired.
Not even for the appropriate bag?
I don't think it will be entertaining.
Just walk in from separate doors and don't ever even just stay right here. Not speak to each other.
Boxing ring.
Yeah. That's the difference between players and co-workers in a sense. Like whatever happens with them, it's more personal. Players, how we talk is how we talk. We don't take it personal.
There's no beef, no beef with any former players, yeah.
Not when you're doing stuff. Like when you're arguing and stuff, you're just arguing. Right? No matter what you say, you're just arguing. Then when that topic's over, you move on.
Unless nobody get personal.
Yeah.
Is that what takes it over?
Yeah, like if you somebody take whatever happens for a time, yeah. But if the topic has nothing to do with you per se, like so why get personal with another person? You don't have to be direct, like emotionally attached to.
Yeah, we gonna bypass this. That shit is never gonna happen, bro. Like Skip Bayless, I mean that ship sailed a long time ago, bro. People gotta understand something. Their ages is an effect. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with PTE or PTI. Excuse me, I'm PTE. Salute to me. But the same thing with PTI. You understand? They got a significantly older fan base. That show pretty much doesn't do much. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, man, the world is flipping out, bro. Younger people taking over, older people sliding out. It's just the competitive nature of man. You know what I'm saying? You got the OGs battling the new Gs. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, every single time the new G's gonna win because that's just the way the world is set up. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you gotta take it for what it is.
Crazy.
Like, because we all saying it, but you see something different. It's just like,
looking at the same thing, you saying this, you want me to say what you saying, but if I don't, you like, man, what the fuck, this nigga crazy.
So now you're hating.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. I want to get to Gil, man, because I like where he at this.
More to be exact.
I want to hear what he at.
And we played saying who is number 1, 2, 3, top 5. How can y'all come with a list that easy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you guys never played, so it's like the players themselves, when you ask us who the MVP is, if the players who played against them, ex-players, can give you a list and it's this high of a percentage, and you go with someone else, it lets you know how far you are away from the actual people who are playing.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds goofy sometimes when we ride on planes, right? We ride on planes a lot, right? To the point where we can be experts at, right? Say what's going on the plane. Right? I'm pretty sure if we start voicing our opinion on how the plane should be flown, I don't think nobody's going to listen to us. Right? I can tell you right now, I don't give a fuck what the stewardess say about what's going on. I know this bitch didn't go to
Aviation
school, flown, drop down, fly. She ain't done none of that for her to have my, I don't want to hear nothing you got going on. I feel comfortable when the pilot, hey, this your pilot speaking. What's up, boss?
Yeah.
Okay, right? And that's how sports is. There's people who's never actually played, been in there, had to guard them up. You never had to guard someone to say how good this person is, but you have an opinion on what his legacy is. You never.
All right. Like, what I'll say to that is that's just old school versus new school. You understand? Technology based. Let's be for real, bro. Look, if it wasn't for YouTube, it wasn't for the camera, if it wasn't for the camera phone, if it wasn't for all of these platforms in which you could basically profile yourself and showcase yourself. Look, bro, there wasn't no NBA players able to speak for themselves. And granted, it's because you had to get to a position where you had to get to a TV station. Now these dudes, they utilize their money and they're able to bring the station to where they are because they're able to project themselves digitally. You understand? So, I have a little bit of a disagreement with what he's saying here because it is what it is at that point in time. You understand? So the only people who could throw the votes on to a certain degree at that point in time will be them because at the end of the day, like, the players didn't have that ability to promote themselves the way they do now. You know what I'm saying? And, mixed in there, you still have actual players who vote, things of that nature. And I will agree with him in this sense, all right? There's a strong possibility that, these dudes get perks. You understand? So within your contract, maybe you get the ability to vote. I just think it becomes a problem when, if it's 12 voters and it's like half of them is from the media. You know what I'm saying? There, I will agree with them with that. But back in the day, players couldn't, and you're seeing the formation now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is taking effect now. So, like I always explain to people, sometimes you got to enjoy the now. Like right now, you're seeing a change. A lot of people, what it is that they're going to, reference the change after the fact when the new thing comes in. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. If that's how people react to things, that's fine. That's fine with me. You know what I'm saying?
I had to open that lion's cage, close it, and say, survive. So you can't really say on, so the fact that you guys are judging people's legacy and you've never had to jump in front of that bull is crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's only in sports. You can't do that in anything else in this world.
You critique somebody on their job, like, oh yeah, it's.
But you've never been a part of the job.
Been part of the job. Like, how do
Yeah, but some people have understanding, and I can't knock that, bro. Like, listen, man. People that have understanding, but they haven't physically done something. But there's a lot of people that have understanding. I'm not gonna get too deep in that because I could get super technical with it. But I'm telling you, man, you can't knock a person for having an opinion just because they never dribbled the ball. You could hold them to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like a lot of people just have knowledge of things. You know what I'm saying? The X and O's part I'm talking about. You understand? So, I'm in between with that. You know what I mean? This is a hella good point that they're making, but at the same time, I think you always got to have a little gap or a little room open. You know what I'm saying?
Can I go?
Yes.
Just for that intelligent motherfucker out there. You know what I mean? There is people who are geniuses out there. Seriously.
You made Rashad.
All right. There are two dividing points, which is the audience, us, and then the other media.
Mm-hmm.
The other media connects with the audience because both of them never played. They're the median for the audience. They have their perspective, which is the audience's perspective, because we both sit and watch the game, right? We have our own perspective, which is what Gil's saying. He's expecting them to understand what we know when they know they can never do that. They speak for the people. We speak for each other. So this is why our emergence is important right now, is because we're speaking for players and they're threatened. But what happened?
And it goes back to my point. They didn't have that ability before. So the key word is emergence. All right, we got it. You guys are here now. That's fine. It's not a problem. You understand? But the only thing is why there's no reason for the clash per se. You understand? It's kind of like Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Tesla came in. Tesla shook up the market a little bit. But just because Tesla came, you still see Nissans on there. You know what I'm saying? You still see Hellcats on there. You still see Dodge. I mean, ain't nothing go out the way. It's just Tesla was added. You understand? And they're part of the street now. It's just that simple. It's just that when you first start coming in, you know what I'm saying? You ruffle some feathers a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to play the median, so to speak, like he said. Welcome to you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. Welcome to you guys. And you got older dudes. And this is another point that I need to get across too, because at the end of the day, you understand what's possible in happening, or you know what I'm saying, is that if you guys put the actual media in a position where, let's say for instance, they're no more, are you guys gonna start battling each other? That's the ultimate question. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I'm gonna slide out of here. Let me see what else the masses had to say. I mean, everybody talking some shit. I just want to run through
all of his principles out the window. He is at least partially the reason sports media looks the way it does today.
Look at the numbers. Go look at the numbers he did in his games last year.
The very first topic we ever did on this show.
Is he a brother or is he a cornball brother? He's not real. Okay, he's black. He kind of does the thing.
Are you on drugs?
Donate to charity.
Are you on drugs?
Right out there on Front Street.
There are people.
Yeah, that's what you see that skip right there. That's a skip people need to remember. Look, man, he headlined this whole shit, man. He gonna get his hate. And it's all good. They could give him his hate, whatever, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Just understand, you can get your hate all you want, but when you've made your mark, you've made your mark. It's just that simple. You heard me?
In his games last year.
The very first topic we ever did on this show.
Like it's for a lady.
It is good for clicks, and I think Skip would respect that. He would respect the hell out of it.
I feel like I'm the most hated guy in town. Now I can't go back to the morning news for fear of being gunned down by the guards.
Today, as I discuss the rise and current fall of Skip Bayless, we will look at how Skip got to where he is, how he peaked, and why he's actually tanking now. I'm not somebody who hates Skip Bayless either. I've always understood that he's playing a role, but Skip made one fatal flaw within that role of provocateur. Today, balls deep into skull.
God damn, why we gotta go there though, bro? Damn.
Oh, Skip Bayless.
Yo, that motherfucker funny. Yo, he's yo, you a funny ass dude.
Today's episode is sponsored by manscaped.com/8% off. He's too old to be the main draw. And when a show like that is on ESPN or Fox Sports, giant companies with deep pockets, we deserve better and more. And now we have better. which is why a little over a year and a half after fumbling the rock and betting on Skip over Shannon, FS1 is ending Skip's time on the show. Skip's also 72, so Fox may have realized he's too old to be the main draw. And while I was confident Shannon would thrive on his own, I don't see the same for Skip if that's what he wants. Like Shannon.
Hey, be easy. I think look, the age is, look, I'm going to be honest with the masses, bro. The only issue I see with Skip is that when it comes to doing the social media thing, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're just going to sit like a bird perched in your house doing your media, you know what I'm saying? It takes excessive movement. And Skip will figure it out, though, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Skip is just one co-host away from never going anywhere. I just think personally, if he picked the right person and he go up on his social media level, I think he'll get it done. He just has to be willing for the battle. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be for real, bro. You know, when you're on the main channel like Fox, you know, you kind of get, you know, enclosed a little bit, so to speak. You understand? But if you step out into the YouTube world and all of that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's the Wild Wild West, bro. I think we all know that. So, you know. But hey, man, you got a strong fan base. I don't give a damn what nobody tell me. You know what I'm saying? People gonna follow Skip. The only thing is that I've been seeing Skip do his regular show on YouTube, and he takes a lot of breaks. He comes on, and then all of a sudden he'll be gone for like weeks, and then he comes back, and things of that nature. So, with that being said, it could be curtains for him for real. You know what I'm saying? But even if it is curtains for him, based on his age, his longevity, and the work that he put in, like, how could you not respect him? Get out of here, man.
And Stephen A. and Colin Cowherd. Skip has his own YouTube channel and podcast, but nobody is watching. Not in the same capacity they are for those other guys I just mentioned. Skip's time in the space is over, but how he got to the top is also incredibly interesting. Born on December 4, 1951 in Oklahoma City, John...
All right, that would be interesting, but yeah,
I love you.
Book Hellbent, The Crazy Truth About the Win or Else Dallas Cowboys was where he really grabbed attention and ran with it. In Hellbent, Bayless reported a rumor.
Now, I'm not going to go through this, but I will, you know what I'm saying, suggest that people watch this. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't seen it, but I've seen Skip's history already. So people need to come on. Sometimes you need to see a person's origin, go through the origin from the beginning all the way to where they get to. Because everybody falls, bro. You understand? Nobody stays on. Yo, Queen Elizabeth is no longer here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to fall somehow, some way. This is why I get upset, because I don't understand why people indulge and enjoy. You understand? Especially somebody who's been hella successful the whole time. They get that one moment when you see they're on the other side of the mountain and they close to the bottom and everybody just rejoicing that shit. I'm just like, yo, bro, the man been on top for man long, regardless of what you got to say. And then the person who's on top right now could never criticize him, because the reason why you're on top right now is because of that man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Stephen A. for at least having some respect. You know what I'm saying? Let's tap in and see what else. Cause like I said, I just want to see what the people got to say. You know what I mean? Everybody got something different to say out there.
I am so happy! No more bad shows for me on Undisputed.
I'm sorry, I hadn't been on TV in a while. I don't mean to take over nothing, but I hadn't worked with it.
Finally.
I can't believe I'm making this video. I mean, in our last video, I did predict at some point or another, Skip Bayless should retire. I didn't think this would happen this soon. I didn't think Fox was just gonna give up on Skip this quickly, but I could understand why they made this decision. So before we get to the content, we're giving away copies of College Football 25.
Last year with Tyreek Hill.
Right now!
Hey, stop it! It is my turn.
You going back to last
time out,
year.
time out.
Or I'm sure you're familiar with this.
Anybody else want to know about that?
Stephen A.
Now, at this point, you guys recognize.
Oh my God. Yo, bro, I haven't seen. Yo, you see, this is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Did y'all forget about Max Kellerman? I deadass forgot about Max Kellerman, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. That's how you know it's out of sight, out of mind, bro. But that's a whole nother topic. You heard me?
Skip Bayless as being a generational troll whenever it comes to all things sports. And sometimes his trolling seems a little out of touch. Skip rose to prominence by, for the most part, being the biggest LeBron James hater you've ever seen. And it's something that he's kept up until recently. I mean, his trolling of LeBron James runs so deep that he's starting to become a Bronny James stan just to screw with his fans even more.
I think Bronny will be pretty good. I've always gotten the feeling that Bronny had a bigger clutch gene than his father does.
Oh, shit. All right, yo, I'm gonna hop out of here. I didn't even know he said that. Hey, man, let me see, man.
Do you get annoyed every time Dan Levitard pontificates about the sports media industry? Well,
everyone here. And I asked the question, pardon my tone, because I really don't understand why you wouldn't be interested. I've never been interested in the intricacies of this. Never thought about it. But now I've had to. It kind of makes me miserable. I don't want to think about it. It's the enemy of fun. Like it really is to have creativity contaminated by having to think about this garbage that pollutes it. But I do genuinely wonder, I ask all of you, why aren't you guys more interested in, oh my God, Skip Bayless's seat just opened, and Fox built a whole thing around, let's just get two ESPN's old white guys, Colin and Skip, we'll put them here and we'll build a whole industry. Holy, now Nick Wright is worth more than everybody, because Fox just lost Bayless, and God, I don't even know how much Cowherd's going to get, because he's really smart and really calculated. Stugat, you and I spent time in Jacksonville with him, and he fell asleep at 8 p.m.
Yep, at the dinner table. Yeah.
And he knows so much about focus groups and how you get, the West Coast. We didn't know any of that. He knew all of it. And he wants to be, at the end of his career, the mogul that Simmons is, the mogul that Peyton Manning is, the mogul that McAfee is.
Hey, man, it's official, man. The 2024-2025 season in sports is about to shake the fuck up. All right? Seriously, man. This shit about to get super fucking crazy. This shit about to get super mad. It's just so much that's about to go on, y'all. Like, yo, bro. You got the Bron James situation. You got the Bronny James situation. You got all the other basic situations that come with the NBA. The NFL ain't even kicking yet. You're going to have those dramas. Now you got the media dramas. So now you're going to have the ESPN versus Fox battles that's about to go down. Contract battles about to go down. Then on top of that, you still got the social media space that like to sit there and tap into the situation every so often. This shit is gonna be epic. I mean, goddamn, bro. I know for a fact I won't be able to keep up. Because, I mean, news gonna be dropping like bing bong. Like, shit, man. I won't hardly be able to pay attention to the WNBA. Shit, what's about to start happening? This shit is crazy. Nuts. Anyway, man, that's Lebertard's take. I like his take because he's going into the finance. He's letting you know certain people, their value's about to go up. Nick Wright's value is about to go up. All right, Colin Cowherd, obviously, we already know he a dog, quiet little dog. You know what I'm saying? But he a dog in the game. His value's about to go up. Spaces about to open up in Fox. Somebody got to fill the voids. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of opportunities being opened up just by that move. That's kind of crazy. I'm surprised they even got rid of Skip. Like, ratings is that bad. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Let me see what else we got out here. If not, we gonna slide the fuck up out of here. You heard me? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, look like bomb shit. Let's see what these boys talking about.
Hello, everyone. So this is some pretty big news. Via the New York Post's Ryan Glass-Steagall, Skip Bayless is going to be out at Fox Sports 1 come this summer. He has been there for quite some time. He left ESPN in 2016 after making it big, and I mean, that even feels like an understatement. Very, very, very big. With Stephen A. Smith at First Take. It was originally Cold Pizza. Prior to that, he had been a longtime sports writer where he ruffled many feathers. One was when he left a organization, which is obviously totally fine, but for more pay, and the way that he left a very bad taste in the mouths of many. He would show his a-hole persona in interviews, and what really brought him a lot of fame was when he published a book about the Dallas Cowboys and proclaimed that there were rumors that star quarterback Troy Aikman was a member of the LGBTQ plus community. It was not true. It turns out it was never true. And thus, when Bayless...
Yo, hold on. Let me research something right quick, man. Because I don't know about that. They believe that somewhere between 5 and 10% of the general pop. Nah, it's not. Come on, bro. I want to know Troy Trevor has denied persistent rumors he's gay. Oh, he has denied it, huh? I thought he came out, man. Almost story. Troy Aikman said that being gay. Yeah, I know Troy Aikman came out, man. That shit. Sports history. Troy Aikman says being gay is not my lifestyle. Oh, he didn't come out, man. That nigga's sweet, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The way he be looking into the eyes of his teammate, his media mate, that nigga, what's the name? Something Buck. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Them two dudes be looking at each other. I don't know if I'm the only one, bro, but let me tap into this. Let me see. See if I can find something. I don't know, man. Yeah, this dude right here, man. Let me see something, man.
Monday Night Football, and it's turning to a Hall of Famer. Joe Buck is reportedly leaving Fox to join ESPN. That, according to the New York Post. Fox is letting him out of over $90 million. That's $1 million a year. Buck has called the World Series for 24.
Yeah, them boys be sitting there. Look how they be looking at each other, man. They be all deep in each other's eyes and shit. I ain't gonna hold you, man, a couple times, but hey, man, if it's official that I would like to catch one of them sportscasts, bro, because them fuckers be looking deep into each other's eyes, bro. Getting super close. But anyway, if it's official that he didn't say it, then he didn't say it. It is what it is.
Left ESPN for Fox Sports, Aikman really went on the offensive and bashed the hiring because at the time, he and Joe Buck were the #1 NFL team for Fox Sports. So he makes a ton of money through the book, gains a ton of notoriety. Stephen A. Smith approaches him. They work together and come up with Cold Pizza, First Take, obviously huge success. He leaves for a humongous salary. A rising tide obviously lifts all ships, and Stephen A. Smith would then command more money because ESPN really needed to keep that show together, and thus they did. Skip Bayless would go through that Skip did not want to share that spotlight. The problem was Shannon Sharpe had his own ascension taking place on that show, and his star was just going to be brighter. It just was. And time has certainly showed us that that theme, that school of thought, was true.
Well, I got a question, man. So with Skip leaving, would it be smart for Shannon to go back? I mean, that's a hell of a question right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a damn good question, if you ask me. That'll be a damn good question. All right, he trying his best, but he's struggling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give my wrap up on this situation because I don't think, we already...
Do you get annoyed?
Man, you know, Lebertardi, I like what he's talking about, though. He's talking to fix.
I am so happy!
Hopefully you are, my guy. Hopefully you are. All right, man. Well, obviously we got to figure out what's going to happen with Keyshawn. Obviously, Keyshawn already had his own podcast on Fox, so Keyshawn good. Paul Pierce. I'm sure he, wooed the crowd a little bit, so they probably gonna have a spot for him. Y'all leave it in the chat, man, or leave it in the comment section. Y'all let me know who y'all think is gonna be the rise now. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be Nick Wright taking over? Is it gonna be somebody new that's gonna come in and take over? You understand? Because whatever money they paying them, somebody got to get it. So it is what it is, man. We'll figure it out. God damn, bro. That shit crazy. Skip Bayless out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That shit tough. I don't feel bad about the situation. I think he got his run. Like I said, I think he did well. You know what I'm saying? You can't stay on top forever. Even though he wasn't on top at that particular time, but at the same time, look, man, for you to be an OG that age and still ruffling so many feathers, including the new generation, bro, you did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, if he wants to go build, like as far as the dude got the money, he could go build his own Fox. You understand? I just think Skip is under an era where he's from an era where doing the work yourself in terms of running a media franchise. I don't think he built for that, in my opinion. I think he likes to come, check into work, clock in, clock out, do his thing that way, do his research, do his little thing that way. That's what I think Skip is more into. But you never know. Somebody throw that man a bag, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing is that he does his own shows on YouTube, and he's pretty dry. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing I think for him is that if he finds the correct person to go alongside him, you understand, he could probably make something happen. If not, I think pretty much, he just got to hang it up. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that neither. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's like, it's a perfect example. It's like, there's a lot of people out there that would shit on somebody who died, but you can't really shit on somebody who passed away. The reason why is because, bro, you're not going to live forever. Like, you acting like because that person died like that means you're going to be here forever. Like, nah, bro, it's not going to happen. Life don't work that way. So, with that being said, just because Skip is down now, the next person goes up, that don't mean they ain't headed down eventually. All right, so with that being said, man, we don't get up out of here. I think this cast was good. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna listen back. Hopefully everything was smooth with the situation. But other than that, we out of here.
Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you. He puts it in your imagination, man. See, God is good.